Hi, this is David. This is the second time I've had to do this video. Thank God I'm bipolar. Thank God I can reduplicate it almost word for word. Maybe Jesus made me that way because he knew I'd be recording someday. And the stupid YouTube. I don't know if it's YouTube or my computer. I don't know. I was halfway through the last one. Bam, it shuts off. So who knows? Who knows? Let me turn my fan on. I know you guys don't like to look at my head. Okay, let me tell you what the other video was about. It was really interesting. I don't know if this one will be. Okay, first of all, let me say that I'm going to do this video with an analogy. Okay, now, as I said on the other video, the analogy wasn't that good. I can't improve it. I don't know how to improve it. Okay, so you're a little horse, and you're born, and you have godly parents, strong racehorse parents, and they're winners. They're winners. This is called born in the covenant. Okay, so the little horse runs around outside in the pasture, and pretty soon the trainers are feeding it better and grooming it and doing its hair. I just imagine that, and teaching and training. And pretty soon that little horse kind of runs around a rope, and then it runs around out on the field and learns how to, you know, the bells and the whistles. And then they put a jockey on its back and it runs like hell. And it's a wonderful, wonderful little horse. It wins all the time, and it really knows its place in life and how to relate to the other horses. Because when the horse goes in the barn, the little horse goes, "Hey, did you guys win one last week?" They go, "No, no." I said, "Well, I did. So he has status. He has immediate status." And he looks down and says, "Hey, you women horses, I've been castrated to run faster, but I can still look at you." "Oh, okay, look at it." I mean, this little horse has status. He knows where he belongs in the world. And as long as he's in the racehorse world, he does pretty good. Now, he comes out of the racehorse world, and he goes into McDonald's, and he goes, "Give me a couple of bags of hay." And the girl said, "We don't sell hay here." And he goes, "You want me to kick this counter over?" The point is, if he gets out of the horse area, he don't know shit about life. He can't even order at McDonald's. He goes into Walmart and says, "Hey, you know, I kind of like to get some clothes." And they go, "Hey, we don't have clothes for four-legged people." "Well, you should." He doesn't know anything about the real world. Well, that analogy breaks down to me. A lot of people who are Mormons have written to me and say, "Well, you can leave the church, but you can't leave the church alone." Now, this is a cult phrase. And what it means to Mormons is that, see, you are wicked. See, you have apostatized. See, you have wanted to be sexually involved with everything, drink, lie, cheat, steal, and therefore you can't leave the church alone because you blame them for your weaknesses. That's what that sentence means. That's exactly what that sentence means. Now, let me tell you something. Number one, there's no rule that says when you leave a church you have to leave it alone. Number two, it's called free speech in the United States. Someone said to me the other day, "Well, the Mormons believe in all of the rights of the Constitution." And then I said, "Yeah, until you exercise one of them, then they don't believe in it." See, free speech is for the Mormons, but free speech is not for David. Oh, this is America. It's my camera, my TV. I can do whatever I want, but not with the Mormons. You can't leave us alone. Well, there's no law and no rule that I have to leave them alone. And when they say to themselves, and onto my comment board here, "You can't leave us alone," it's right. They still knock on my door. They don't leave me alone. They still own Channel 5, and I have to watch all of the BYU, Channel 21, and Channel 7. Most of that is tied up with Mormon crap. So there's 3 channels in our area here that I can't even watch normal programs on. They will not leave us alone. You go down the I-15 corridor from Idaho down to St. George, you see nothing but signs that go, "Come to the temple, peace in your life, BYU continuing education, BYU this, missionary suits on sales." They won't leave anyone alone, but they expect to be left alone. Now let me tell you why. I think, now somebody please correct me. It's come to me through revelation. I've told you many times before, the 6 naked angel girls have come to me again and given me a new revelation. I will soon be translating my own scriptures, and by damned, I want your money. I don't want 10%. This is real revelation. I want 20%. In fact, I want your ass. Just like the Mormon church, they don't want 10%. They want your ass. I think I am the oldest and the most experienced active Mormon that has ever resigned from the Mormon church, and that I am now public, 140,000 whatever hits in a year or so, people saying, gee, you know, this guy's got something to say, or God, he's an asshole, turn him off. I can't tell. It doesn't show. But anyway, what I'm saying is they want me off the air. I know they monitor me. I know because when I criticize Desert Industries for having dildos in there, within 24 hours, they were gone. When I criticized the Brigham City sidewalks that the Mormons were roping off, so your free speech was over on sidewalks that weren't used. They weren't by the buses dropping people off. That is the Mormon idea of free speech. They're going to tell you where you can speak, and mostly it's to the hand. It's to the hand. So within 24 hours of that video, they backed off. The ACLU is still suing them because they did break the law, but the city backed off and let the people hand out the pamphlets because the church didn't want to get sued again and again and again. So what I'm saying is, if anyone can prove, or please, not prove, I'm not trying to debate it, if anyone can tell me anyone that is 64 years old that was a member of the Mormon church for over 50 years, active in the Mormon church, 14 kids, married in the temples 3 times, in elders quorum presidencies, in stake presidency, working in the LA temple for over a year, and teaching elders quorum for years and years, 4-year seminary student, BYU graduate. I've been there, folks. I know what the hell I'm talking about, and the Mormons know it. They want me off the air. They want me to leave them alone. Now, let me get back to my little horse analogy. When that little horse was born and raised, it was a racehorse. Now, you take that little racehorse and you put it out in the field behind a plow, it doesn't know the first thing about pulling a plow. And everything it says to its friends and buddies pulling the plow goes, well, I used to race, and I used to have good food, and I used to have all the girls. Yeah, I used to, before they castrated me. Well, yeah, but that's just occupational hazard for a racehorse. That's the way I am. I am Spock. I am data. I was an empty human shell at 5 or 6 years old, and the Mormon church has created me. Now I've gone berserk. I'm part of the morgue. Most of you don't know the Borg on Star Trek. I've gone crazy because my programming is not holding. I'm out of my programming with the Mormon church. So we got to get rid of him. Monitor him. We got to find out what his address is. Find out where we can hassle his payroll or his checks or whatever he's doing. Stop him. Stop him. He can't leave the church alone. Well, Mormons, you created me. If you can take all the crap out of me that you put in there, I'll quit recording. I'll quit recording. Take out my morality. Take out my underwear. Take out my food, the word of wisdom. Take out my education, BYU. Take out all the teachings of the prophet and all of the journal of discourses and the documentary history of the church. Take out all of the Mormon sites that I have been on, the Sharon, Vermont, and the Nauvoo temple site, and the Expositor, and Carthage Jail, Liberty Jail, you name it. I followed Joseph like a slave. I know Joseph Smith. You created me. You fix me. You see? You won't. You won't give me my tithing money back. You won't give me my BYU money back. You won't do anything. You just wanted to destroy me as a human being and be a little robot for you and give in 10%. And finally, my program broke down and said, whoa, whoa, I don't think this is right. And I went rogue. I'm a maverick. That's why they don't want me. Leave the church alone. Well, I saw a guy on TV the other day on a talk show. He quit the church when he was 18. What the hell does he know about the Mormon church? I was there for half a century. Half a century. Active. Not inactive, in and out, in and out. Active for a half a century. I know the Mormon church. And I guess I'm a little bit of a threat to them. 140,000 hits in a year and a month. That is starting to influence. The first time I find someone that runs up to me and says, hey, you're the new Caribou. Can I have your autograph? I'm going to quit recording. That's it. I've hit the big time. I'm waiting for Jay Leno to call me for an interview. And I'll walk to Burbank. I'm not taking any money from anybody at any time. You want to throw me a sandwich? Okay, I'll eat a sandwich. But I'm not going to corrupt me or my program by, having money and having power and fame and whatever. My other video, I forgot to tell you, I like to be called Sir David, and I like to be called King David, and I like the idea of being a god. That appeals to me. But you know something? I know something about life. Everybody has a price. It's not always money. It can be women, and it can be fame and fortune. I don't want to be called Sir David. You can call me that if you want. I don't care, but I'm not taking that name to myself. I'm going to go by the new name they gave me in the temple. What was that? Abel. Abel. I'm glad it wasn't Cain. It could have been Cain if I'd gone in black and they would. Your new name is Cain, but they gave me Abel as my new name. Oh, here comes the slitting of the throats and the cutting of my bowels out for revealing that. Well, in short, I am a product of the Mormon church. In short, I know what the hell I'm talking about. In short, I'm not telling anyone to get out of the Mormon church or not join it. I'm telling you what happened to me. And if it floats your boat, get on the Titanic and swim. Go. Call the missionary. Say, I want to pay 10%, but I don't want to know where the money goes. I just want to pay it. And when you build malls, I think that's a good thing because I'm part of a bigger thing than myself. I own part of the mall. Well, you own a lot more of it than you think you do. So anyway, I'm not going to leave anybody alone. I'm going to be a free speech person. I don't threaten very easily. I'm now an atheist. After gold plates that disappeared and a virgin birth, I said, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. No. So I'm atheist, so it's hard to scare an atheist. We don't care when we die, how we die, or where we die. So we're not intimidated. It's the religious people that worry about dying, not us. So, no rules to leave them alone. 2, they beg for me to leave them alone because I do know what I'm talking about. 3, maybe I'm making a little bit of an impact. 4, they do monitor my program. There's no doubt that they do. The committee to strengthen the members, which is their mob, the Mormon mob, and their CIA and their FBI agents that have retired, run those committees to spy on the world. And they spy on me. So, look good. If I die, you'll all know it wasn't a heart attack. It was the Danites. Thanks.